Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hello.
All right. Jesus Christ. I don't know which one of you screeched, but man, it just flared up the the audio. Yeah, that's the one. It went completely red. Oh, there it is. I'll just go ahead and just turn that down. Okay.
Yeah, put me 0, like I deserve.
Deserve what? The Anki corner?
Yeah.
All right. Let us get it going, get the atmosphere going. Okay. As you guys continue your traveling. Crowned, will you be so kind to give us a recap?
Departing from mother.
Sorry.
Fucker, bro.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you heard me or not,
Dramatic
man.
pause, dude. God.
Let me clear my goddamn throat.
I
or
apologize.
else.
I apologize. Go on.
Departing from the Wizards of Wine and beginning our journey towards Vallaki, all is not well. It's only a short ride before our cart is waylaid not by bandits, but by an unease that settles on the air. The voice of Strahd seeks to chastise us for traveling the road at night and wishes to teach us a lesson. Kegilla, the mother of wolves, is flanked by her retinue and eager to see us destroyed. The wrath of Talos, in the form of Rag's sleet storm, hinders the advance of Kegilla's children, affording us an opportunity to fight back in earnest. Gremmel's fury holds back the tide of Kegilla herself, followed by Garen and Del to deal with her children, killing them one by one until Kegilla, the mother of wolves, is slain by Garen's blade. All the while, Glory is kept safe and sound as she sleeps in the back of the cart. Thankfully, when the horses ran, nothing bad happened to her. With the horses retrieved, we now press on to the city, eager to meet Erwin and Traus to further our goals in Barovia.
Yes.
Yes,
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue our journey. You guys have continued the travel. Let's go ahead and get Glory out here.
I missed Glory.
She's back and she's awake. Look at her.
Did I miss anything?
Mm-hmm.
No, go back to bed.
Okay, I'm going back to sleep.
So sleepy.
All of us are like covered in fur and blood.
But you're being too loud.
Okay. You guys will arrive over at the gates of Vallaki. Let me go ahead and load that up right now. Play and play. I miss my computer. Play.
It's okay, man. I miss your computer.
Thanks. My computer appreciates that. All right, let me just load over here. Getting the Vallaki map loaded into the region. Make sure that's looking all right.
I had the weirdest dream while I was asleep. The whole carriage ran off without all of you. That would never happen though. You all took very good care.
That's messed up.
Oh, Jesus. I just saw the concentration of the Spirit Guardians go bye-bye. Okay. Things take a little bit longer to load on this computer. But that's okay, because we are here, baby. Woohoo! Hopefully no one's token is left on the map. It's not. All right. So the carriage will arrive over at the gate. But before it does, I must ask the question. You guys are currently not potentially maybe wanted. You don't know how wanted you are, of course, but they're definitely, as we do recall, the Burgermaster of Vallaki are, they are definitely looking for you after the last encounter that you had. So what is your plan moving forward as you approach the gates with the wine?
Ooh.
Didn't I recall last time they were like, you can hide amongst the wine, they won't double check the wine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We could do that. Or do you think people love the wine so much that they'd be like, listen, listen, we know you're wanted criminals, but this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, is that what you think?
I don't know.
Is that what you think's gonna happen?
No, I guess not.
You gotta approach.
All I'm saying is that the majority of the party is small. We can just stack in barrels.
Okay. So yeah, what's the yeah, so how do you guys wanna do this, do you think?
Hide.
Ooh, I guess, is there even enough room for everybody in the cart? Is that a thing, or?
I mean, so there would be a cover that you can place over the cart, and that could be something that you could do.
Is there a way? Oh God, how the fuck are we gonna do this?
Could I? I have fog cloud. I don't know if this helps.
That would, I think that
But
would
what
make too much of a distraction, I guess.
Yeah, but what if they were like, yeah, we were hotboxing the inside of the cart. Sorry.
Oh my God. So let's go ahead and see over here. Adrian is slowly approaching over at the gate. He'll look over at each and every one of you. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves as you slowly approach. You definitely would have had the time to think of a plan at this point.
I think we get. God, who stood up? I want to say it was Rag who stood up the most to the Burgermeister. So I think Rag should get in the car. I feel like he'd be like,
I'll hop in a barrel.
Find the nun. She'll be hung first.
I would hop in a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, we could always pay the guards off with some of the extra bottles that Grandma stole.
What was it for me?
But
Would you
sharing is
be
caring.
willing to part with them so we could get into the city?
Well, they said we could just get in.
They might not let us, though.
Why not?
Well, this isn't really a good place.
Oh, they said they don't usually check the wagon. Why don't you just sit in there?
Would you like to keep them on standby just in case?
Oh, man.
Grandma, just keep them on standby. It's all
How am I
right.
supposed to get them back? I work for these.
If everything goes well, you'll probably be able to keep the wine.
What
We
if it
just need
goes
them
bad?
just in
I'll
case.
lose it. Then I'm
It's
stuck with no arm and no wine.
better than losing our heads.
Grandma,
Oh,
you
man.
took like 5 bottles. You still have wine.
I already drank like 3 of them.
Okay, then how about you use one bottle that you took, and then I'll do the bottle that I took, and you'll still
Wait,
have
so I
yours.
still get a bottle?
Yes, you'll still have a bottle.
All right.
There you go, bud.
Jesus. All right. So we've got a backup plan. Who is hiding in the cart?
Me.
I'm looking for some shenanigans right now.
Mhm.
All right. So you, Rag, are hiding in the cart. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in the cart too.
Okay.
Are we all supposed to be in the cart?
Yeah, you could all be in the cart.
Someone could probably lay on top of the car. It'd probably be easy to spot from a distance, though. Not close up, though.
The question I have though is, so for the dwarves, a little stout. No offense to the stature, but
Hey.
It's you probably could do well in the cart. The halflings, that wouldn't be a problem. The tall, lanky elf with the giant mask over their face.
So what's gonna happen is he's gonna ride with Adrian at the front, but he's gonna remove his helmet.
Oh my God!
He's going to make sure that he's not looking at anybody when he does, and the little scarf that's around his neck is going to be pulled up so it covers a majority of his face.
Okay. God, we got to get that. We got to get that helmetless art. But because none of the players can actually see this, then the viewers will also not be seeing this as well, as you're kind of
Yeah, I
seeing
like
like
that.
off in the background and off in the shadows a little bit. But definitely something that I'll have to. That's definitely something I'll have to have Bird work up. So give me one quick second. I'm just kind of getting some things quickly adjusted here, just so it feels a little familiar.
And just as a precaution,
Yes.
before we fully get within range,
Yes.
hopefully within like a minute of getting it within range, just so he has some backup, I'm going to cast guidance on Adrian. So he can
Oh.
lie through his teeth if possible.
I like that. I like that. All right, give me one. Just give me one quick little second. All right, you already cast a spell. You're focusing your concentration on it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next up is Rag. I'm just putting I'm putting everyone's character art up
Oh, okay.
in place of us not having Discord reactions today. That way you can feel like it's working, chat room.
Take your time.
Thank you so much.
Not
Take your
done.
time.
Take your
Work.
Yeah, work.
Something be doing.
Worky.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
and
I
then-
believe
Zug.
you.
nice little mix.
You're
there.
not that kind of orc.
Yeah. Almost 1 second. Accidentally put Summer's character a little too high on there. Okay. Put that there, and then put that there. All right, that's good enough. We'll do that. So that way you guys think that you can see all the characters and they look real good. And we've got a janked fake Discord reaction here. Okay, so you guys will approach the cart, you guys will hide in the cart. Dell, you currently are sort of like off in the shadows with helmet off and a scarf wrapped across your face. As you approach over at the guards, the gate is already down, and you'll actually watch as one of the guards, well, only Dell will, everyone else will be hiding. As the guard approaches, a second, Adrian will also approach as well, hood down. The guard holds his hand and says, halt right there. The gates don't open for a couple more hours. You'll hear as Adrian will walk over, and he says, relax, friends. Happy to let you know that the Wizard of Wines has recently opened for business after a brief misfortune. And the guard will look over, seeing the cart. And then all you're gonna hear is just, wine, is it? Who's your friend? Looks over at Dell.
I'm one of the druids and assistants to the grove.
And then Adrian looks to the guard. He's one of the druids and assistants to the grove. We're trying something new with the grapes. We really were hoping to get in over to the tavern so that we could restock. Are you certain that we must wait the few hours? You'll watch as the guard looks over at the other guard. Kind of gives a bit of a yawn. This is clearly the end of their shift. Before he walks over and he says, all right, just be quick about it. And we'll slowly open the gate. You'll hear it give a loud noise as chains and rattle against the wooden gate, slowly opening. and everyone in the cart, you will begin to feel as the cart begins its moving. More bumps along the cart. You hear the sound of the gates closing from behind. And you believe you may be within the city.
Minimum
Right.
wage workers, baby.
I get to keep my wine.
Indeed, you do.
All right. Let's take you guys back over into the inn. While I'm loading things up, I wanted to let everyone know, including, let's see over here, including Woops primarily, we are going to be changing how we handle... Closing. We are going to be changing how we are handling the assassination ability, just because I don't like how it's been used so far. At the
You mean not used?
Yeah, exactly. How it's not been used.
I literally have not been able to use it once.
It's because the condition of assassination, of the assassination ability, is so limited to surprise rounds that if they do happen, you have a small window of opportunity. But I kind of see what you've been trying to use it as, and I like that mechanic. So the way assassination will work is the first time in combat that you make an attack, if the enemy does not see you, aka with the stealth checks that you have been making, you can let out one assassinate, which means you attack at advantage, and if it hits, it is considered a critical hit, which is your weapon damage and your sneak attack damage. So it's a good opener essentially, but that only takes place for your first attack in combat if you haven't attacked the creature, but the creature must not be able to see you. So exactly.
And is it once per combat?
Once per combat, that is correct. So
Okay.
But so you'll do exactly what you've been doing, which is you'll go stealth,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll move in, and then you'll do the attack. But key thing to keep in mind with that is it's not like WoW rules where like you hide into invisibility. You still have to, like if it's like open hallway with nothing to hide behind, that obviously
I have to actually play it. Yeah.
Exactly. You actually have to be. You actually have to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Do you want to make it so I can't stealth and attack on the same turn with assassinate, or is that
No,
okay?
you can do that as long as the creature has not seen you. If they've seen you,
As long as I can do it in a way to where it wouldn't feasibly see me.
Exactly. So, and you've been doing it correctly so far. It's just the mechanic, the base mechanic itself is like, no, that doesn't count. So,
I'm being so honest with you. That's how I thought it worked in the first place.
Yeah. Well, that's how it should work. So that's why we're changing it to that.
Yeah.
Because assassinate has always been a really weird ruling in base D&D. All right, let's go ahead and activate this. Okay. So you guys would arrive over. It is currently within the boarding. You'll kind of watch as Adrian loads some of the barrels, giving us a nice smile, of course. Would be... Sorry, everything's taking a little longer to load on this PC. Erwin. Erwin will approach Adrian, giving a hearty hug, a pat on the back, and will look over to the rest of you. Say, a job well done indeed. Thank you for your assistance over at the winery. Come, we have much to discuss. And we'll take you once again into the back room. You'll watch as Irina, thankfully still safe and sound, will walk into the room. And she'll kind of give a smile, a nod, a gentle pat. No hugs. Irina's not a hugger. And
I find I didn't want to hug your stinky ass either.
but she'll look over at all of you and say, I'm happy to see that you all are safe and your travels went well. Was it
Likewise.
Was it uneventful, I hope?
Are attacked by druids with wolves.
Far from it.
Oh,
It was pretty bad.
oh dear.
Yeah,
Wait, when
there's a
did you
mess
get
out there.
attacked by wolves? When did
While
that
you were
happen?
We
asleep.
were faffing about.
They were right when I said I was a deep sleeper, apparently. Sorry.
Do Your brother was very proficient. He helped us.
I fucking handled it.
I expected you to fucking handle it. You don't gotta tell me twice.
I'm really
Pats him on the back.
Irina will look over at the twins and say, well, that I'm incredibly grateful that you've joined us on this journey. It seems that your martial skills are up to par if you were able to handle whatever happened at the vineyard.
Yes, it's been great traveling with you all. You know, I don't got much better to do since my fucking house is in shambles.
I mean, it wasn't that much shambles. We just hurt the door a little bit. We could have done a little repair. Anyways, it's so good that you're joining us on this trip. And
I remember, Irina, I'm just with you until your fucking brother pays off all of the extra owed money.
We never discussed that in its entirety. How much money was owed? Looks over at you.
he starts counting on his fingers. 6 trillion platinum.
Yes, that's about right, yes.
Oh dear, that's quite a lot of potatoes, she says with like a slight smirk along with a face that spells bullshit. And then she will nod and say, well, now that he will be the new burgomaster of the village of Barovia, I'm certain payment will be paid in full for the two of you. And if your house is in disrepair, she grimaces a little bit. Welcome behind the walls of Barovia as well, but the village has seen better days. Gremmel, good to see you. You seem a little... She tilts her head. Have you been drinking?
Well, that was a while ago.
Oh. Okay, well, you're...
Don't worry about me. I can hold my
You only
liquor.
had 2 beers, officer.
1 bear. 2 bears. 3 bears.
Yeah, well,
Bloody Mary.
anyways, yeah, it's good to see each and every one of you.
Does that mean you missed this?
It is nice to be surrounded around those that I'm more familiar with. Not saying I didn't appreciate Erwin's company, but, she looks out the window. I am eager to leave this city. And, so Adrian will kind of recap over to Erwin what has happened over at the winery, the theft of the gems, the attack that happened from the blights, and, it's just kind of like looking over at each and every one of you right now, and Erwin will definitely kind of look over at you all and kind of with a frown on his face, and it says, The fate of the vineyard has been... It's very unfortunate news indeed, but I'm glad that you were there to see what had happened. And from my understanding, this might be the, looks over to his brother, looks back over to you all. The last shipment for a while?
For a while. We've been tasked by your father to go recover the other seeds if possible.
Erwin smirks. Continue, please.
He would look to Irina. I'm sorry, Lady Irina, but we're going to be staying in Vallaki for a while longer.
Irina sighs a little bit and says, well, I mean, if that's what we must do, it depends if Erwin can extend his hospitality for a bit longer. Erwin kind of has a concerned expression across his face, being told that he's going to have to watch Irina a little longer, but Erwin will nod and say, well, since it sounds as if you will be helping my family, and a vineyard is no good if it can't generate wine. We could do this favor for you, yes. But you too, brother, looks over at Adrian. You're free to stay a little while longer as well. Rest a little. I would love for you to meet your niece and nephew. Adrian would nod as well. Continue.
Apologies, let me find my notes.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, what were our other, like, sub-quests in this area? It was just this and the windmill, but I thought there was a third one.
There's
And-
Yester Hill, where we need to go kill the druids to recover one of the seeds. We need to go
Right.
to Paris to kill Babalasaga, which is another hag. We need to
And
go
there's
to the windmill.
The quest to get the boys
Yeah.
their hands.
And then there's recovering the bones of Saint Andrel.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is said to be protecting the church from great evil.
Which one of those was connected to the toy maker?
Funny enough, none of those were
None of
connected
them,
to the
yeah.
toy maker. Yeah, the
Did we give up on the toy maker quest line?
As a brief recap, with the toy maker's interaction, it's the fact that there is currently dolls being made of Irina. The toy maker is making them by special request of someone, and is hesitant to say who he is making it for. So ultimately, it is up to you. So that's as far as that toy maker's gone. You did go over to the Burgomaster's estate, and we found out. Remember what happened there at that point, and then that's kind of where the line has ended so far as far as investigating that is concerned. But as mentioned, as you all have said, there is a lot to do. So what is it that you would like to do out of those? I suppose 4 or 5 separate paths, of course, outside of heading to Krezik.
We do have a couple things to do here with this family in particular. Your father would like you to know that he's sorry and he forgives you. And he would like that hopefully one day you return to the vineyard so he might meet his grandson and granddaughter.
Erwin will pause for a moment. Feel free to continue.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah, Erwin will pause for a moment, look over to Adrian. Adrian also gives a nod, extends out a hand as Erwin will clasp onto it and give a nice firm squeeze. You'll kind of watch as a tear will go down his eye and nod and says, I can't even remember where the falling out came from. I know much, but that my father wanted me to stay over at the vineyard, become the next Wizard of Wine, but I just feel that's my duty here. Adrian shakes his head a bit and says, I think father understands, brother, especially with the demon Strahd's minions wandering about here in Barovia. Your purpose is, your job, your duty here is very much needed and understood. Thank you for gathering such capable warriors and adventurers to protect us from Strahd's blight. And you'll watch as Arwen nods and says, perhaps if peace falls upon this land, one day we can return together. Adrian nods. Erwin looks over to Del. Thank you, Del, for this message. It means more than you know. And he'll give you a firm pat on the shoulder.
I'm glad that we could help.
He smiles. He says, and now I believe I owe you, all of you, something. So, you have proven to yourself capable, bringing the barrels of wine from the Wizard of Wines, from my father. And being here, smirks, not losing any more limbs or friends along the way, it seems you may have found yourself a steel within battle. And we would like to help you and assist you along in your journey. As long as you are against the Devil Strahd, my order would be more than happy to assist in any way that we can.
You mentioned being able to silver weapons.
You'll watch as Adrian kind of looks over to Erwin with sort of this, like, a little lightly surprised expression and said, you're still silvering weapons? Even though it's a danger to yourself? Erwin kind of, like, shushes him a little bit, like kind of a little sheepishly, like, slight dangerous side is what's needed. It's the only way to fight back against Strahd's minions. But, you see, regular mundane weapons, man-made steel, does very little against the fiends of Strahd. We have developed a way to bypass such defenses. We do so by silvering the weapon. What my brother refers to is because of our nature. The very weapon itself is a danger to us as well. It's why I want to see if I could trust you. I am essentially forging and handing you something that could easily dispatch myself and my kin. But to answer your question, yes. Yes, I am capable of doing such things. To do so, I would need 4 silver coins and a day of your time. Wonderful. And if you would be as kind to leave behind a mundane weapon, we will then cast the silver over the blade, or whatever apparatus you use to damage your foes, and give it the blessing of silver so that you may face off against Strahd's fiends in earnest. But it does take time, and it takes coin.
I would give up my coin as well.
Well, whose weapon are we giving?
Hopefully yours and Garen's to start.
I would start with 1 first. And then on the next day, we would be able to provide you with a silvered version of that weapon.
Is this like a 24-hour process, 8-hour process? Do we have to wait an entire day?
Yeah, go on.
Could I give him the wolf fangs?
Yeah, go ahead and...
Make daggers?
Yeah, so go ahead and hand that off to him if you'd like. Do you want to hand both of the daggers off?
Yeah,
Or
well,
both
yeah,
of the fangs?
they're just fangs. If you
Yeah.
could turn them into silvered daggers that I could use, I would love that. Yeah.
Badass, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give up 4 of my silver so that we don't have to use any of the other funds that we've gotten so far.
Yeah, so go ahead and hand him the fangs, and then we'll see how that
Well,
interaction pays
I
out.
happen to got these. Would you be able to do anything with these, perhaps?
He'll look at them. Let me see that. Place them upon the table.
Sure.
We got a big ass wolf pelt too.
This is amazing quality. Where exactly did you get these fangs? They seem... He analyzes it a little bit. A bit unnatural.
Got 'em from Strahd.
Well, technically, yes.
Can you tell me a bit about the beasts that you slayed for these fangs?
Traveling a bit
leather-
out late at night, our convoy got ambushed by some freaky wolves. One of them was very big. Glowing eyes and all that.
They had a name or something. Mother of wolves or something.
You mentioned you have a pelt of this beast as well. May I see it?
Dell would put the pelt down on the table.
This appears to be the pelt of Knego, one of Strahd's many pets.
That's the one.
You've slayed the mother of wolves. Very impressive indeed. And this is her fangs, then?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't that impressive, but don't tell him that.
You were able to dispatch the beast with great ease?
Yeah.
I slept through the whole thing, apparently.
She literally slept through it.
We didn't want to bother you.
Aye, but if you're getting attacked by wolves, you can feel free to wake me up. I feel
look
bad
peaceful.
now. Did I really? I haven't gotten a good sleep in so long. It was so
We didn't
nice.
want to disturb it.
So he'll nod a bit and say, yes, I believe I can craft these into fine daggers. And if we place a little bit of the silver on each and every one of them, that could provide you with the assistance necessary. I would only need 2 coin per dagger for this.
He would put down 4 silver.
If you don't mind waiting the time. To answer your question, it would be a 24-hour process. So a day will have to pass before that you would be able to finalize the smithing of these items. Erwin is capable of weaponsmithing and has proficiency in a variety of tools that can be used for smithing. So he will look over and says, "Yeah, I believe I will craft these into mighty fine daggers. Do you want them to have names?"
I'll decide when I see the finished product.
Very well, then. Give me the day's time, and I will be sure to take care of that. Thank you for the coin as well. He will pull out a small satchel and look over to Dell. And will state, will you please place them in the satchel? I have never liked the touch of silver on my skin.
I understand. He would count out the 4 silver and very gently put it into the pouch so that way it makes no contact with him.
Thank you. He closes it and says, I will be sure to take care of this in earnest.
We got any battle axes in the back?
Do I have a battle axe in the back? No, but we could always go into town once it opens with your coin and purchase one for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to make a silver one.
Does your town have a blacksmith, perhaps?
It
one
does.
that won't charge 500 gold for a suit?
He smirks a little and says, I see you've dealt with many merchants of Barovia. They tend to upcharge for protection. Unfortunately, I have a few friends in town who will give me the normal fare. If you have a shopping list of sorts, I can purchase items for you. All you have to do is provide the coin.
How much does a battle axe cost?
That's a great question. Let me think about that. When was the last time that I purchased a battle axe? I believe I spent, 10 gold pieces.
I could lend some of the money towards another battle axe. I was going to ask, with the money that we got from the Wizard of Wines, if it'd be all right if I upgraded my armor.
Well, I could just give him mine, but what if we want to do something while we wait?
Well, I think...
Well, the first that I'm going to work on are these daggers. I could then work on your axe tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Once a day, I'm afraid.
Oh, jeez.
You may want to stick around. There's going to be a festival tomorrow, from my understanding.
There's one of his festivals again, aren't they?
He
Yay,
nods.
I wanted to see it.
He
You
nods.
Hooray! Nobody else wanted to see it.
Well, last time we tried to do something with the festival, he was trying to get us to the festival of his bedroom.
Dude, shut up. We're going to be in town.
That wasn't
We're
fun at
literally
all.
already
Rondo.
here.
Fucking creep.
Above board party. We got 75 gold, or we got like 70 gold from... we got 50 gold from the Wizard of Wines.
Okay, so
That brings my gold to 79. I'd like to buy chainmail to bump my AC from 14 to 16 and then 18 with a shield.
yeah, sure. I mean, I don't have any hot takes.
Crowned, I'll need you to adjust your gold as you go on. I think it's because I'm running the VPN. It's kind of slowing things down on the.
Oh, I did, brother. Don't worry.
on
I
your
marked
side.
off the 4 silver already, and then
I figured you did.
did.
I appreciate that.
Is there anything you guys want to buy first? Before, like, I'm willing to forego armor in lieu of like party wants.
I'm good.
If it helps the whole party.
I am
Yeah.
interested to know how much, like, well, I guess it's definitely going to be more than that. Never mind.
What do you mean?
Just seeing how much, like, +1 weapons would be.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, exactly. They're going
yeah.
to be a lot. It would be, like, all of the money for a singular one.
Well, it's also has to do with availability.
Yeah, I don't think this town would have it. It's probably something we'd have to find in, like, a dungeon.
Yeah, it's So the way +1 weapons work, or any sort of magical items are concerned, you would not purchase that from a blacksmith. You would probably either get that from some sort of arcanist or spellcaster that focuses primarily on weaponsmithing or enhancing weapons, as it were. So unless you can learn of a wizard of this town who may have that capability, a mundane blacksmith will unfortunately be unable to do that. Erwin would continue, though, stating, if you're also looking for more supplies, I do have some wares and would give you a friend's price, as it were. In my possession, I have several potions.
You just say you would help us arm if we did your little task to perfection.
That is correct. I am giving you my service of smelting your weapons into silver. Free of charge, by the way. Nothing that I would charge you for. All I would need is the coin to smelt it upon the weapon of your choice. And time, of course.
I like that.
Could we do either? Actually, it should be Garen. Garen, do you want to do anything with Kagila's pelt? Like turn it into anything, potentially?
Can you turn it into a cape?
I've always wanted a cloak.
I wanted the cloak.
You guys can share.
How are we going to
There's
share
enough
a
hide for the
cloak?
both of us. We're short.
Get together. Get around.
Would Erwin be able to turn the pelt into like anything useful, or would it be better to sell?
He would look over at the pelt itself and scratch his chin before shaking his head. He would say, I could probably turn this into a fine hide armor. It would have the markings of Kigela. It would look very good, but unless you're seeking to fulfill your vanity, I don't believe there is much I can do. The pelt itself should have some value. We do have some hunters in town that would be more than happy to purchase it off of you. They go into the forest to hunt for wolves, specifically for the burgomaster.
Well, for both of you, cloaks or money?
Above board, the cloak wouldn't do anything. He could make
It would look really cool.
but
be
it
sick
would
as fuck, though.
it would look really cool. He can turn it into hide armor, but it would just be regular hide armor, and it would also look really cool.
Drip or drown, assassin. What's it gonna be?
Well, Grandma wanted it too, right?
Yeah.
I want a cloak.
Would it be able to make two cloaks?
Since we're short, could he literally make two?
So it's a large.
There's a huge wall.
You're right. You're a halfling. You're a dwarf. He'll look over and says, "I could probably make 2 cloaks out of the pelt if you do insist. They both would look really cool."
Give Grandma the part with the like the shoulders and the head, and I'll take the tail.
Nice. He will look and say, I'd be more than happy to do this for you while I work on the daggers, but you certainly don't want to sell this? You could probably get a good coin for it.
We could sell it whenever we want.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying then. All right then. I'll make sure to make you 2 fine cloaks out of the pelt of this wolf. As for wares that I have in my possession, I have a couple of elixirs of health, 3 potions of healing, and a funny little gray bag that I think you may find entertaining and amusing.
Wait, how is a bag gonna make me laugh?
There's a bag of tricks.
Whoa. What kind of tricks
Yeah,
does it
hand
pull
it
on
over.
you?
I'm not going to simply hand it over. You would have to purchase the bag from me. It is one of my most finest possessions.
How much?
He thinks to himself, looks over, tries to find he's like, I've never actually worked with someone that would have a price for that. One
Well,
moment.
that's not a good thing to say.
Well, I mean, it's a magic item, and everyone here kind of sucks. Give me 1 second. That's actually...
Above board, Watsy never gave it a goddamn price.
I got a price. Don't worry. I do Watsy's fucking grunt work. It's all good. Give me one quick second. I just have to check really quick.
I take your time.
Thank you very much. I have to really think about this.
You guys are gonna look sick as hell, by the way. And the wolf pelt's gonna look fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll once that gets done, I'll have your portraits be updated by Bird with the with the pelt on the background. Also, if you guys are looking to like change expressions or anything like that after after all the shit you've been through, please feel free to let me know. Okay.
I haven't seen the Oni in a while, so I'm a little bit more relaxed.
Nice.
So we need to show up that Oni.
Then I can get my then I can get my PTSD pill.
What did he say?
I've never heard of it before.
Ooh.
The Oni traces me.
So, normally I would sell it for quite a ransom, but since you are friends, I could probably part of it for 300 gold pieces.
Guys,
That's funny. It really is a very funny bag.
It's a hilarious bag, I'm afraid.
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
So, above board party, I got 79 gold.
I'm not helping you guys
No.
fund this fucking bag.
But it's a really cool bag.
You said it's a bag of tricks? Is this the
Yes.
one that you pull animals from?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no.
Pokemon bag.
You reach your hand in and get a small fuzzy object and throw it out, and it transforms into
Now
cool
hang on a
creatures.
minute.
But if we can get food whenever we want,
It's 300 gold.
300 gold for infinite rabbit food.
The original price is 400 gold. He's giving it to you with at a quite a deep discount.
Fuck
Nice.
that.
Lame.
Listen, the creature is friendly. You can pull things out like rats.
I don't care, not for that much. I can go find a fucking rabbit in the woods and just give it some nuts and it'll do the same thing.
Yeah, but can you find a panther in the woods?
I
don't think I want to.
What about a giant elk?
Why are there so many animals in there?
I think this guy's schizo.
I'm not scared. I'm just letting you know what I have. If you were interested in purchasing it, you don't have to buy it.
That's not
think we have the
a
money,
bag of tricks. That's a bag of animals.
That's the that's the
That's
trick.
a very good trick. I can do the same thing with a rabbit.
All right, let's see it. Where's the rabbit then? Show it to
I
me.
go find the rabbit, I put it in a bag, and when I need it, I pull it out.
Listen, I'm offering the bag. You don't have to buy it. Sorry.
And I'm telling you, nobody's gonna fucking buy it with prices like that.
I don't care. I don't need to sell it. Anyways, I'm getting a little heated now. I do have some potions if you're interested. That I'd be willing to part with the potions of healing for 40 gold pieces instead of the usual 50. And then the elixirs of health, which I only have 2 of.
Your dad gave us potions free.
Well, you... he doesn't say anything.
Sneak that little jab in there real quick.
He just sort of squints his eyes a little bit over at you.
Fucking love that Glory has to get the last word. She'll fucking die if she doesn't get the last word in.
The elixir of health removes such maladies like being blinded or deafened or paralyzed or even poisoned. It is quite a powerful... Oh no, it's quite a powerful elixir. I don't think you'll be able to afford that anytime soon, though.
Oh, did you look at the price now?
I realized it was a rare potion and smirked a little
Yeah,
bit.
but you stop
What do you
looking
want?
at the stuff that's out there price range.
Fucking Glory being like, I don't want your bag of animals. And it's like, well, you're not going to want this elixir either. Now that I would be willing to part for 1,500 gold
Holy,
pieces.
dude, you don't even have that in this fucking city.
Now.
Nobody, you can pull the whole fucking city together. There's not 1,500 gold here.
He's
I
like,
don't think this guy's an ally of the class. I think we gotta go. We gotta pick a job.
and look, these are very expensive items. You don't have to purchase them. The potions of healing, I think, would help you, though, for, as mentioned before, we could part for 40 gold pieces for that.
We have 2 clerics. Do we want a potion of healing?
They're good to have
Right?
just as a backup, but 40 gold's a lot.
Yeah.
40
Sure.
gold's a lot for 2d4 plus 2, which
You're-
averages to like 6.
You're always free to haggle.
I'm gonna hand him 75 gold. Would you be willing to speak to a blacksmith to perhaps buy a set of chainmail?
There you go.
Of course. I would see if they would have something like that in stock. Chainmail itself usually takes quite a bit of time to forge. If I am unable to procure what you have asked for, I'll return the money post-haste.
Thank you.
He'll nod over to you. The axe, I don't think, will be too much trouble.
What? No, I was just gonna wait and use mine.
I understand. Did you say chainmail?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He'll nod a little bit and go, all right. Yeah, I'll see if they should have that. Probably they might. We'll see what happens.
Thank you.
If not, probably could get one made in, oh boy, a week or so, if they don't have it. Hey man, D&D crafting rules, that sucks.
I don't know if we can sit around for a week.
I mean, hypothetically, we might be here, like, stopping in for a while. Like, we have 5 jobs to do, like, in the outskirts of the city, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to take travel and long resting and all of that adding up. Maybe.
Maybe.
But for now, I will definitely work on these daggers for you. Yippee! Were anyone interested? And of course, the really cool-looking cloaks.
It's gonna look very cool.
I like being cool.
Well, you're already there, friend.
Wait, really? You mean that?
He gives a stern nod. Super duper cool.
Thanks, man. We should drink sometime.
Don't touch the stuff.
Why not?
Because there's very little of it.
I got a bottle right here.
Oh. My father gave you that bottle? How,
Yeah,
how
he gave me that
generous.
bottle.
Yeah, Adrian's kind of shaking his head a little bit in the
He's
background.
a nice guy.
It's not saying anything whatsoever. I'll be sure to, if you're willing to split it, I'd be more than happy to join you for a sip or two once
Yeah, I'll
things
split a bottle with you.
settle down.
All right.
Incredibly kind. So, you are, as mentioned, always welcome here. I will try to hide Irina for as long as possible, but her being here risks her exposure. If I feel it's become dangerous for her to be here any longer, I will let you know. If you wish to risk it at that point, that's a decision you'll have to come to. But for now, I do believe we could keep her here for a little bit longer.
All right.
So, he'll grab a beet and take a bite, I guess, and look
What
over.
the fuck? Minus 200 aura.
Where are you heading to next?
Well, if we gotta wait on some stuff to be made, why don't we go to help with that church thing?
You'll need to cover yourself while exploring through the streets. The guards have been asking questions about you, and specifically of Irina's whereabouts, but I feel as if the Burgomaster's focus is on the festival that's happening tomorrow.
See? Lucky.
Well, you may not have that fortune once the festival happens tomorrow. They usually don't. And his face sours a bit. They usually don't end well.
Even better. That's awesome.
He shakes his head a little bit and will say, once his attention is not of the festival, especially if it fails, as so many have in the past, it wouldn't surprise me if he spent all of his attention trying to find Irina, and you as well. Saying something about a broken window.
Yeah, we jumped out his window.
Clever. You didn't appreciate that, apparently.
He wanted us to stay in his house.
Well, you probably made the right decision.
Yeah.
So, if we can lend you some cloaks to allow you to wander the streets during the day, I would suggest staying away from the main roads, sticking to the alleyways.
Alright.
But other than that, I do wish you good fortune. An hour has passed during this conversation as the sun begins to break. Morning. A new day in Vallaki. All right, guys. So what is the plan? As mentioned, you all have a lot of activities that you can do. You are close to the windmill. The Yester Hill is located right outside of the Wizard of Wines. The church, of course, that is currently in town. The Burgermaster, also in town. And it would be quite a bit, a little bit of a longer journey over to Krezik.
I got 4 spell slots, party.
Might as well go to the church.
Could we get a small break?
Like IRL?
Yes.
Yes, we can. That
I need
sounds
to go
good.
remind my girlfriend to take her medicine.
No, all
She has
good.
COVID.
Let's,
Okay.
fine. All right, we're going to take a small little breather and we'll be right back. And we're back.
Hey.
Hey, hey. All right. What?
Hey.
So,
Hey, Brett chat.
hey, hey, what's up? So let's go and return back outside over to the city itself. You guys have talked a little bit about trying to find yourself some bones. But if I think you had some notes that you wanted to share, Crown.
So the Abbey of St. Andrew, which is where Rag and Del went, uncovered that their bones of St. Andrew have been absconded with, stolen. There was a small blurb about who might potentially be responsible. Rag and I suspect it is the gravekeeper. They were incredibly suspicious when we walked up, very dismissive, and overall just didn't really seem to care for the plight. If the bones aren't returned, eventually the hallowed ground that is St. Andrew's Abbey will eventually be nullified, and then the rest of Vallaki will be exposed. It's also one of our means of restoring a missing limb by grafting the bone of St. Andrew onto a missing part.
Yep.
As an above board as well, I have 2 first level spell slots, 1 second, 1 third. So we are going into this half cocked.
I have axe.
Well, I don't think we'll need spells to just like interrogate a guy. Then we can maybe rest afterwards and figure our shit out, you know?
I do have Zone of Truth prepared. So
That good.
Oh, there we go.
Holy shit.
Time to shove him into a corner.
Stand here. Stand in this circle, idiot. You're gonna tell me everything. Okay, well, let me get the party there. So, where would you guys like to go next?
The church,
Graveyard?
me guessing.
Church?
All right, you guys are heading back to the church. Sounds good.
The safe route.
Hoods up.
Yep. You're gonna go ahead and have your hoods up. You're gonna travel over to the church. You're gonna take some of the back streets. And since it's the early morning over around Vallaki, you're just gonna be able to go through. Guards don't really seem to be actively looking for you, but playing it safe is probably the best way to go about it. There, You would arrive over at the church just as the morning is about to break. I'm just taking one quick look. Boop, boop. Okay. And we will now take you over to the church. That's right, chat. Backstreet's back. All right. You arrive over at the church. The heavy fog is within the air. And you hear the sound of a shovel breaking earth and ground as this grave over here is being maintained by what Rag and Dell remembers as the gravekeeper, the grumpy gravekeeper.
That's him.
Perhaps we could just speak to him at first, and then if anything sort of feels wrong, we go to more extreme methods.
Well, you're a religious man. You should do the talking.
He sort of pauses for a moment, having not done confrontation yet with his
With his
newly
new
awakened
brain.
intellect. Okay.
I don't know anything about bones, sacred bones.
I believe in you, big man.
I mean, I could just hit him.
We don't need to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would have done.
As you approach, any sort of stealth or anything, or are you just walking normally?
We're walking
Should I
towards him.
hide just in case?
Ooh,
The
you
assassin?
can.
Oh, hell yeah, actually.
Could I like go up on the roof, like in the rafters, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. And then go ahead and give me a stealth check. You'd be able to get up that pretty easily without any other check required.
I'm eating a popsicle right now. Sorry.
No, you could.
Garen in the background.
Nom. All right.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you would definitely be able to scale up the building fairly easily, kind of get up to the corner of the roof and sort of crouch there.
And I'm just gonna keep an eye out on where they're at and all around the building.
Understood. The rest of you will walk over into the grave as your footsteps sort of like crunch the grass underneath. You'll kind of hear him give an audible sigh before he just, while holding the shovel, places it in the ground. He'll
I
turn
walk over to him like JoJo walking to Dio.
Yeah. Go for it. He'll turn over, seeing the two faces he saw a couple of days ago, but now a couple of extra people. He'll hold on to the shovel, kind of removing it from the earth.
Hello.
Hello.
We spoke earlier with my companion and I. We'd like to ask you a few more questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, you're going to get the same answer as before, but what is it? If you're looking for the father, the church is currently closed while he rests.
No. We'd like to know about St. Andrew's bones.
What about them?
If you might know anything about them.
He'll shrug and say, sorry, I don't know anything about any bones.
Insight.
Go for it.
It's namely the nonchalant, the sort of shrug, like he doesn't care that they're missing.
Yeah. Yeah, he is very dismissive of the question. And that is enough to be suspicious.
You do understand how important they are to this place.
Oh yeah, and how so? I think it's just it's just superstition, personally.
It's not. The faith is very powerful.
He rolls his eyes at that.
I could show you if you'd like.
He'll pause for a moment, and he takes a little step back. What do you mean by that?
I fear that you've done something to St. Andrew's bones. I would like to find the truth.
Look, I just take care of the graves. I did nothing.
I'm sure you didn't do anything. But if you'd be willing to tell us so that I don't have to do this, I'd be much obliged.
Oh yeah, he is with the shovel in hand. He will begin to take a little bit of a step back. Grandma, what are you doing?
As I encroach behind him, cutting off his escape route.
Yeah, you'll get over there. He'll turn around. He'll see that he's exposed a little bit. And I need one of you to make a intimidation check at advantage, as there is some help
for it,
that's
King.
going.
Pop off.
Well, my charisma is +0.
Alt click the there it is, 16. So as he backs up, he sees the menacing dwarf with one arm approaching from around. He kind of looks over and he'll sort of hold his hands up a little bit and say, "Look, I did nothing wrong. I will call the guards if things get bad. I don't think you're gonna want that. I don't think
I'm not gonna touch you as long as you stand in a very specific spot for a duration."
Del?
You made it sound really weird.
Del?
Understand that what I'm about to do will expose the soul. You will bear it to me, and truth will be revealed.
Oh my God!
Scary.
And if you don't, you die.
Oh my
Greg,
God.
when did it get so scary?
However, if you're lying, we'll be the ones to turn you into the guards. I cast a zone of truth.
Wow. All right, go ahead and cast the spell. He looks around. Just tell me what the zone looks like.
You would watch as he extends his hand forward, sort of placing it like a judge or an adjudicator. And at the edges here, you would watch the same retinue of knights that had been there for Spirit Guardians now stood, hands resting on the pommel of their blades, poised in the earth.
All right, I need everyone to roll a charisma saving throw, please. Yep, Gremmel's gonna experience the zone of truth. Give me 1 second.
Ask me about the Oni.
Is this where we find out it's fake?
Ooh. He begins to sweat as he leans back a little. Yeah, I think the first thing he would do... You know what? Let's go ahead and... We're going to roll initiative. I think that's definitely... I think that's definitely time we do that. All right. Let's see here. All right. Oh my God. We begin.
Okay. If we're going into initiative, then does he look fight or flight mode? He look like he's about to run.
He's about to run off. He's at a magic circle that he has no idea what it does. He feels something compelling him, and he's about to bolt.
Del would bring his hand out and sort of place it on his shoulder. And if necessary, I'm going to try and grapple this man.
Go ahead. 11. Okay. I'm going to do the same check.
Athletics or acrobatics, he would have his choice.
Yeah, he's going to do this. So he knocks your hand out. The action is spent.
Understood. We know that the bones are missing. Are you responsible for them being gone?
And yeah, as he does that, he just goes, all right, I'll tell you everything, please. As the magic's compelling him, he looks over. He says, I did it. Yes, I was told about the bones from Yeska. I passed the information along over to Henrik, the local coffin maker. He purchased the bones from me. It was easy. With my shovel, I pried at the floorboards. He gave me a decent price for them. Henrik will have the bones. Now, please, leave me be.
Who's Henrik?
The coffin maker in town. He's nearby.
Wow.
Why did he want the bones?
I know nothing about that. He offered to buy the bones if I were to procure them from them, and I did such a thing. He paid, and what he's done from the bones from there, I cannot say.
How much money you get?
He, I wonder if I don't think they actually go over how much money was paid. He goes, a small fortune. 100 gold. A pretty piece. More money than a coffin maker could make. But I didn't question. His gold was good.
Who's Yeska?
He smirks a little and will say, hold on, I just gotta make sure I got this correct. Yeska is the small boy that was with the father. Essentially,
Child passed on the info?
I mean, he's a child where an adult goes, "Hey, what do you know about this?" And then the child goes, "I
What
don't."
do you know about this?
And then the child goes, "I don't know if I should say." Then he's like, "Come on, I'm a nice guy." And then he goes, "Okay, the bones are here," you know. So yeah. Father Lucian was the only person in Vallaki who knew about the bones, but recalls mentioning the Yeska over a month ago to put the fearful boy at ease. After the bones were stolen, Father Lucian asked Yeska if he told anyone else about the bones. The boy nodded, but wouldn't divulge a name. That was the information you would have gotten from the priest before.
Are there any other questions we wish to ask?
And yeah, so just to reiterate, in case I probably said it incorrect, but yeah. So in other words, Milivoj would have asked Yeska about the location of the bones, and Yeska would have divulged it.
I got nothing. This guy's a chump.
I'm not a chump.
Understand
Sorry.
that damnation will come for you. Maybe not today. But you have wronged these people. You have an opportunity to make it right. We will be telling Father Lucian of what you've done.
He remains quiet. Do what you have to do. Okay.
The knights would recede.
Are we free to end encounter, or is Garen going to take the shot?
From up on the roof, he'll go, "He's a fucking narc!"
Everyone looks up at the roof to see the halfling up there now.
No, dude, it's just. Did anybody see us around? Are we the only ones around here?
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna run to the guards.
What is you're saying? This guy's gonna make a run for it?
He's gonna run to the guards and tell them all about it.
About the crime he did?
Look, I know I committed a crime, but these guys are being really weird.
These guys were trying to set me straight,
Hey,
and they were really nice about it.
people do weird things all the time.
Let him. I don't care.
I don't care either. The guards are already looking for us. Who gives a shit?
He will look over at you and say, "Do what you must, but I gave you the information."
we were not going to fucking kill you or something. Jeez.
Then will you leave me be?
For now.
I need those bones from your arm.
What? It's like, as you're like passing by.
We need to visit Henrik, the coffin maker.
Grabs shovel. Just kind of starts.
Well,
Just kind of.
someone paying 100 buckaroonies for some
Hey,
bones.
where did he go just now? Am I watching him still?
Oh yeah, he's leaving. He's getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's slowly walking. He doesn't know that you're up there. If you're keeping an eye on him while everyone's discussing Garen, you would actually watch as he slowly walks to the back of the graveyard. He continues until he's about out of shot, and then he makes a run for it. Do you do anything, Garen?
I'll hop down real quick and let them know. Hey, he's making a run for it.
I mean, if we're not worried about him telling the guards, there's not much we can do about it anymore.
It's unfortunate, but if he wishes to live with a damned soul, so be it.
Wait, my soul's damned.
Your soul is not, my friend.
Yeah, I'm being chased by an Oni.
And we'll deal with that, Oni, as I promised you before.
Oh shit!
Okay,
You should have
let's find
asked
the
him while he was
coffin
in the zone of truth.
I told him to ask me. You didn't ask me.
I'd like to inform Father Lucian, even though he's asleep, I'm aware, but I'd like to let him know that his grave tender, he's going to need a new one, as his last one is responsible for the missing bones of St. Andrew.
Feel free to head over to the door. We'll play the scene out.
Oh my God, Strahd!
God, what are you doing
Strahd,
here?
no!
Look there.
will
The
not
door
come
opens. Strahd just is there. What's up?
Adjusting his bathrobe. Oh, hello.
I don't know.
Oh.
The father, his arm wrapped around his. For lovers. So, what are you doing? You're knocking at the door, banging at the door?
Knocking on the door.
You'll hear at the back, doors opening. What moment, please? The door unlocks. It says, I'm sorry, my child. The service doesn't begin till... Oh, it's you.
Father Lucian.
It's good to see you again. Dell, was it?
Yes, sir.
A pleasure, my child. What can I assist you with?
We've come to inform you that your gravekeeper is responsible for the missing bones of St. Andrew.
His lip quivers slightly as he looks down, clutches onto his fist, and says, and he'll just mutter, oh, "Damn him."
He
It was also
pressured-
the kid's fault.
No,
What?
hold on. He pressured young Yeska into giving him the information.
He nods and will say, I had my suspicion. Please don't blame the boy. He is but a babe.
I do not. We intend on retrieving them from the one who bought them. His name is Henrik.
He looks around a bit. The coffin maker.
Your gravekeeper was compelled to tell us the truth. That was the name he gave us. For a sum of 100 gold.
That is quite a charitable donation for some old bones. Ones that people do not know of. My dear boy, there were only 2, well now 3 people that knew of those bones before this began. Myself and the young boy Yeska. Now, we understand that the gravekeeper learned of its origins by asking Yeska. That would mean someone else would also know that these bones exist.
It's gonna be Strahd. I know it's gonna be Strahd.
I fear you might be right.
Are these vampire bones?
What? No. Sorry, he didn't say that. Sorry, I gotta get into the church mode, not NPCs talking
Vampires
to.
don't have bones, dumbass.
How you know that? You ever seen a vampire bone?
Not NPCs.
No, and that's
talking to
why I
Grumble.
know.
And he goes, the bones of Saint Adil is not vampiric Well, they are blessed bones that protect this church, specifically from evil's influence. Even now, these hallowed grounds weaken. If the spell is not completely gone already.
Wait, we gotta fix this. If it's gone, Oni's gonna come.
I'm
Right, you
uncertain of what you speak of, but something of like that, I'd imagine. I feel very unsettled by this situation. As mentioned before, no one else knows of the bones.
Father, if I may be so bold, do you have anything that might help us in case Henrik is in fact an agent of the devil?
He shakes his head and says, sorry, I do not. Everything I've given to the people during the evenings here as they crouch in masses out of fear of evil and Strahd's minions. I have nothing to offer you, my son.
Not even holy water?
Let me roll the dice and see. He will sort of rub his eyes and says, I apologize, my son. Oh, it is still early in the morning, and I didn't even consider it. I have actually just finished making my final batch of holy water with the last remnants of my fortunes. I do have some available, a couple. Would one suffice?
It would.
I wish I can offer you more, but if we are about to lose the protection of Saint Andil, then we need any sort of holy protection that we get, including blessed water. But if you feel this may aid you in returning the bones, then here, take it. They'll hand you a vial of holy water.
Excellent. I shall up my quantity to 1.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Father.
He'll nod over to you. I wish you luck. From my understanding, the coffin maker hasn't been doing much business as of late. Has been keeping everything locked and sealed. The pieces are coming together, my child.
Oh, he's probably trying to make some homunculus or something.
I would hope not.
I mean, what else is he gonna do with bones?
Your guess is as good as mine, my child.
The last church we had, there's some guy trying to make his vampire kid in the basement non-vampiric, and he was screeching and hollering the whole time.
Where was this?
Or that other city. What was it called?
Grandma.
What?
I just slowly
Perhaps
turns and stares
we
at
don't-
him.
Perhaps we don't burden Father Lucian with the problems of another city.
I mean, I was just letting them know there's all sorts of crazy things going around here.
Well, you don't have to express that to
remind
me.
Remind me to never tell you anything, Grandma. Holy
Why
shit.
not?
We hope that you enjoy the rest of your rest.
I wasn't
Father
talking
Lucian.
about the graveyard guy earlier, by the way.
With what?
He'll nod. Good luck on your journey. I hope it bears fruit. Locks, footsteps. Another door closes from behind. A body falls upon the bed. You hear all of that.
I wish I had that
that really took it
superpower.
out of
That's
him.
insane, bro.
Cartoonish.
So above board table, I now
Yeah.
have 2 first level spell slots and a 3rd level spell slot.
We could go like take a huh?
I said time to eepus bo beepus.
Yeah, we could just take a long rest and then go find the coffin maker, right? Easy peasy.
Unless the guy ran off and is gonna tell the coffin maker.
Doubt it.
Mm.
He already got his money. Why would he do that?
Yeah. I
Eh.
don't know.
Weird loyalty stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a possibility.
Well, then we I guess we just track him down if that's the case, but we need our spell slots and stuff back
Mhm.
in case it ends up being a tussle.
1 second, please. So, here's the issue with taking a long rest now. You've recently taken one, not even, I'd say, about 12 hours ago.
Oh.
You finished your long rest around the midnight hour and then kind of arrived over there around 4. So you would have to wait until about 8 in the evening to take another long rest.
Oh, I mean, in that case, I don't care as much. Do you think you need a long rest, Ground?
Just know that we're going into this, and the most I can do is cast heal like twice, and I can cast Spirit Guardians once. So like
Okay.
my whole kit is basically gone.
Okay, I have most of my spell slots. I can cover healing if it ends up being that kind of situation.
Okay.
Thoughts, gang? Get to work? Go find coffin? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna head over to the coffin maker's house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna skip ahead a couple of hours. Oh, I got some shit here. Okay, boop. Boop. 1 moment. Boop. 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 Okay. Anyone? Okay, no one's using a light. Give me 1 quick second. I have to go into Garen's character sheet. Just disable this light. There we go. Up. 0.0. All right. After traveling a little bit in town, you would arrive outside the location of the coffin maker. The front door is over here.
Are we all ready?
I mean, it's just a guy, right?
To our knowledge, again, it could be an agent of the devil.
Maybe
go
I could
first,
pretend to
Grandma.
be a dead body and we can be like, oh, we need a tiny coffin.
Could I peek in the window real quick?
Yeah,
You want me to
actually,
just lay on the
dumb.
ground here.
actually, hold on. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, give me 1 quick second. There's something I'm going to do because there's actually 1 slight adjustment I have to make this map. So,
Oh crap! He's planted IEDs.
When Brett says, "Oh, interesting," I get like a little excited.
Wrong,
Kick my
one wrong strip. Trip mine.
To the Shadow Realm with you.
Hashtag DM wins.
I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick.
What? Like IRL?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah? I don't know if this is Surefour or Gremmel
He's
speaking to me right
pissing.
now.
Grandma
Pissing IRL.
Surefour is a machine built to make piss.
Do we need to take a small break? I'm actually ready to go now if you guys are.
All right, then I can stay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hold your pee, dude.
I can hold it.
So, let me read off a couple of things. First, this uninviting shop and 2 stories tall is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. So, Garen, as you arrive, you'll actually see the windows themselves are. Let me see if I can describe this correctly. Every window of the shop is iron fitted with squares of frosted glass and locked from the inside. So as you approach the windows, you actually cannot see through them.
Nope.
You guys want me to just lay on the ground, then you guys just knock on the door and leave and see what he does?
No.
No.
Actually, yeah, that'd be really funny.
Perhaps if we're up front, we could catch him flat-footed.
Up front, just walk in and say, "Hey, give us the bones."
Basically,
Well,
what's he gonna do? Fight all 5 of us?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's gonna lose.
there's other doors here. He might make a run for it if we bust in. So, Gloria, you want to come with me? We'll go around.
What if he transforms into some demonic being?
Oh my fucking god!
You
You
remember
three
what
go ahead,
happened?
go in that door.
You remember what happened in the basement?
Oh my god!
Then
What it-
perhaps he transforms into a demonic
We
being.
lost 3 of our
Then we
friends.
slay it.
Look
Then
at
we
these
slay the
again.
demonic beast.
We're the only ones. The only 2 left.
What's this say, Brett?
What does that say? That is the coffin sign that's up there for there. Yeah, this is actually kind of the front door. That
Yeah, I
you
figured.
approach. Yeah, you guys are kind of over at the side door right now.
Well, how about I just go in as an unassuming customer?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Is the door like unlocked? Is it open?
Yeah. So as you go to reach to open it, it is locked.
I'll knock on the door.
You will hear a voice from inside scream, "We're closed! Go away!"
Well, it's really urgent. It's super important.
Lays on the ground, pretends to be a dead body.
No, get up, get up.
I said, "Go away! Leave me alone!"
It's under the burgomaster's orders.
Silence is heard. And the door is not answered. In fact, you hear another door close from inside. It seems that the coffin maker, or whoever is inside, is ignoring your request.
Did he sound old?
How would you... He sounded to be an older gentleman. You don't know how old, though.
All right. Can I attempt to pick the lock?
You absolutely can. You got your thieves' tools?
I don't think I started with any, but I'm supposed to have them, no?
Wait, you have to purchase a set of thieves' tools. So, is
Oh.
there any items that you would like to make an exchange for, or do you want to try and see if you can perhaps purchase them or get them over there?
Nah, it's too much time for that.
Okay, all right. And what do you have on your person? Perhaps we can do some sort of makeshift thieves' tools at a higher DC.
I do have my rapier.
Trying to like jam it in the lock a little bit,
Yeah, I could try to like
shimmy it.
shimmy the but between the door and the frame.
Okay, go ahead and make a thieves' tools check on your character sheet, in your skill section. And if you don't have that, we'll just do a 1d20 roll plus dex modifier plus your proficiency.
Where's the skills tab?
So give me 1 second. So it takes me a moment to load your character sheet. It'll be at the left side of your character sheet.
Looking.
Sorry, I'm waiting for your character sheet to load because I'm on a VPN. It just takes forever to get a character sheet to load. So
Yeah.
1 second. I also need to see what your background is because you may actually have thieves' tools. All right, so let's see what your background is. I think it was what was your background? Oh, we didn't even drag that over. I think it was criminal, right?
I can't remember.
That's fine. Yeah, for some reason it's not on this sheet. Damn. Chat, he was criminal. People are saying he's criminal. Okay, so let me check one thing. Apologize for the wait, by the way. I'm not on the usual rig I should be for this.
Oh, there's the I found the thieves tool proficiencies.
Cool. So you start with oh, there we go. One type of gaming set and thieves tools. So you actually do have thieves tools on your person.
Excellent.
Yay! Let me go ahead and add that real quick. There it is. Boom. Yeah, so you go in, you take out your small thieves tools, you pull out a little pick, and you start to... And you successfully unlock the door.
Hey, question. What are we doing over here? Because I thought we were going to go in the front and they were just going to break in. So.
Oh, I'm making a distraction so you guys can bust in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is sort of like this. This is sort of like the side door into the area. You actually, Garrett ended up finding the real front door.
I did tell you guys to go in as I rounded the corner, but I don't think anyone heard me.
Quick question.
Right.
Yes.
This is in the morning, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So while you're picking your lock, let me see what the three of you are doing. So what would you guys like to do? You already hear, go away. I'm not open from the other side. And then you hear a door close from kind of closer to where you guys are at.
Guys, it's not open.
Stand clear of the door. We're going to bust it down unless you open it.
All right, standing clear.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. He's gonna, let's see, red. All right. He said, go away. I'm not open. You're harassing an old man. I'm closed.
Oh, geez, she's closed.
We're not customers.
Oh, Jesus. No more response. So is there anything, while the lock is being picked, is there anything that you guys are doing on your side?
Grandma, kick this shit in.
That looks like a strong door.
Try to
Have
kick
you
that
tried
shit
just
in.
opening
Maybe
it?
Maybe he'll try to stop you.
Are you going to try and open the door?
I'm trying to open the door.
The door is locked.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's why I said kick that shit in. Like, what are you not understanding?
I'm gonna assess it. Can I even kick it down?
You could make a straight, you could try with a strength check.
Oh, jeez. Where's my strength? Strength. Check.
I'm stranking. 10. So we'll say this happens at the same time. Your foot kicks at the door. The door barely buckles. Meanwhile,
This is a strong door.
Meanwhile, over at Garen's side, the door unlocks as you successfully pick the lock.
I'm in.
Well, the door's locked and I can't kick it down. What do we do now?
Try again.
Do you think
This
if I
time I
just
will-
keep
This time I
wiggling
will
the...
assist Gremmel.
What if I just keep wiggling the knob? Maybe it'll unlock.
Well, let's switch back over to Garen's perspective. So, Garen, now that the door is unlocked, what would you like to do? All right. You are free to open the door. Okay, give me one quick second. I gotta turn dish back
I really
on.
want to go over to the back door, just unlock it while they're trying to.
I'm wiggling it.
Stay out here, or do you want me to come in with you?
Just keep an eye out for now. I'll come run in if I need you.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing you'll see as you walk in, arranged haphazardly about the floor of this musty L-shaped room, are 13 wooden coffins.
Yup, that's 13 wooden coffins.
I love the idea of your characters hearing the narrator and being like, uh-huh. Thumbs up. Fucking Deadpooling. Now that you've entered this, yeah. What would you like to do?
Can I do a perception to see which room the old man went into?
Sure. It sounded like it was a little deeper within, so kind of around the same area. As far as where they went, that is going to have to be something you decide on your own. You've got two doors presented to you, one to your south and one to your west. You can do a perception check to see if you hear anything on the other side if you'd like.
Do I see any lights coming from underneath any of these three doors?
You do see a little light coming from this door, from the west door. You see no
I'm
light
gonna
coming
open this
through
one
here.
I'm right next to you then.
Okay. A table with 4 chairs is in one corner of this room with a lantern hanging from a chain directly above. 2 well-made cabinets stand against the east wall. As you enter the room, Gremmel, give me another strength check.
I will be assisting.
Okay. Make it at advantage. An alt click, please.
I'm wiggling the knob really hard.
Are you kicking or are you wiggling the knob? What are you doing, man? How are you breaking the door open?
I was shoulder checking it, I guess.
Okay.
I was hoping he would open the
my
door for us
God.
while I was wiggling the knobs.
You are so depressing.
So,
What do you mean? It's a door that's locked.
Garen, you hear the sound of a door being broken open.
Oh my
Alright.
fucking god!
Look, I unlocked the door.
As the sound of the door breaking in echoes throughout the house, you immediately hear a rushed run from upstairs.
I don't think that was a good idea.
Garen.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna snatch these keys on the table real quick,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hide under the table.
Okay.
Just in the back corner.
I'm actually gonna stay outside. I'm gonna look for second story windows because I'm really worried he's about to make a jump for it.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's why I'm in the position that I am. I've got the corner here so I can see both sides of the house.
Girl
All
boss.
right, what now?
Get that door there.
Break it down again? Why do I have to break
See if
down all
it's
these
unlocked.
doors?
We're gonna try this door on the south.
As you're hiding underneath the table, Garen, a door opens up as lanky legs enter within.
Is this door unlocked?
Oh, I recognize this Dell, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't even see you there, Garen.
Me.
Oh, sorry.
Look,
we had Gremel kick down the
please.
door.
He's
Oh,
gonna
wait,
jiggle the keys that he found.
wait, I see something
Good find.
shiny.
In Gremel's perspective, this workshop contains everything a carpenter needs to make coffins and furniture. 3 sturdy work tables stretch the length of the west wall.
I want to look on this table.
Okay. You see a variety of tools used for wood making.
What about this one?
The same.
Oh, there's no like notes or anything. That looks like a notebook.
You'll kind of look into it. It's just generic measurements of coffins of people who have fallen.
I don't care about that.
Did you find anything in the room that you came from?
It's just a bunch of coffins and some
Where
closed
am I?
doors.
All right, Gremel's gonna wonder his thing. But yeah, you may continue.
Oh,
13 of
that.
them to be exact.
13 coffins.
Gremel, you enter into a room with 13 wooden coffins.
There's bones somewhere around here.
Della's going to gesture for Garen to follow.
You
Could've
guys
said
hear the
funniest thing
sound.
ever just now.
You guys hear the sound of coffins being open as lids are
Gremel.
slammed down to
Oh
the ground.
my!
Stop.
What?
The coffins are empty.
We're not here to ransack this place.
I'm looking for the bones.
Grandma's
We're going to get the bones.
Well, I could have almost gotten them in the coffins.
You don't know that they're here. Let us get
You
the
don't know
coffin
that.
maker.
What?
Wait, guys, Dell. And he's gonna point at this door, the only other door in the room that we heard footsteps coming from, possibly.
But bones are in coffins.
He's going to gesture Gremel to come with him.
I gotta break down another door.
No, we're going to open the door. We're going to try to open the door.
Stairs lead up to the second floor.
Mr. Henrik, we're here to speak about the matter of the bones you stole.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Drama.
He says, you hear from upstairs, we're closed, go away.
Mr. Henrik, if you descend these steps and speak with us cordially, we will not have to use force.
We're the guards of this place, and the grave guy told us you stole the bones for 100 gold.
Silence falls over upstairs.
He doesn't care about the guards, guys.
The panicked rush that you heard before turns into a sort of defeated, echoing footstep as you watch as this old man slowly walks down the stairs,
Attaboy.
looking down over to you. His face sorrowful. You know of the bones?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Henrik.
He nods. I suppose you've come here for them?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is to happen to me?
Nothing.
That is for Father Lucian to decide. Jesus, Gremel.
I
We
don't
need
care.
something, brother. We need
I want-
something.
I just want my arm back.
That is for Father Lucian to decide. And I imagine the Burgomaster as well. If you give them to us willingly, I will speak kindly of your soul and character.
He looks over to you. If you stand aside, allow me to leave. I will tell you where the bones are located.
Well, first we need to know where the bones are.
Hold on, Grandma. Why did you take them to begin with?
He remains quiet before saying, I'm afraid I can't answer that. Out of fear of my life.
Mr. Henrik, if you want the Burgomaster and Father Lucian to look kindly upon you, you have to tell us. You know how the Burgomaster is.
Which is why I must depart. If you know of the bones already, then I would like to leave peacefully.
Party? What do we think?
Garen
just
pulls
lead
aside
it?
his vest to reveal a bomb vest.
Jesus Christ!
Shouldn't he lead us to the bones, and then we see the bones, and then he leaves, and...
I agree. I don't believe that we're just going to allow you to leave and trust your word, I'm afraid. It would be of great service if you brought the bones to us.
Or brought us to the bones.
He takes a deep breath. So you won't let me go?
Well, it's not what we're not letting you go. It's just that we need the bones.
He looks around, recognizing the where he is and the fact that he can't get out. He'll nod. And he says, I'll show you where the bones are. But
Thank you, Mr. Henrik.
yeah, it's right up here.
Why didn't he just do that in the first place? Why did he tell us he needs to know?
All right, Grandma, I need you to lead.
Well, I'm gonna blow up.
I don't think you're going to blow up, but you are the strongest of us.
Just walk in front.
I'm walking in the front.
All
Move
right.
from me.
All right. What is the marching order?
Let me guess. His child is in there, and he needs bones. And it's
I'm gonna go
new.
fetch Glory real quick.
Okay.
We wait for Garen to
Come on,
retrieve
come on.
his sister.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep on my sword.
What? Inside.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I started leaning on my sword and I just got really comfy.
Aww.
Eepy.
She needs a girl
Just got
nap.
narcolepsy.
All right. Is this the marching order?
Look good to me.
Yep.
Good to me.
I'll
to me.
bring up the rear.
Okay. One moment, please. As I slowly load. Floor 2.
Oh.
You guys are fucking ready for floor 2.
I'm ready.
You're trapped in a house. The door is locked. They slowly turn to rats.
Yeah, you all turn to rats. Pog. All right. I'm just gotta get your order in a little bit because this is a you'll be led over into an open room, and there's 5 of you. Okay. Then I do it. Waiting for my actors to load. Okay. Here we Go.
I don't like that.
He's
exile
holding
that
a
he did,
gun.
guys.
He pulls out a 3D printed pistol.
Oh my god! Grumble, get down!
Joke's on you. That's only one shot.
Damn. It's He points over at the door. In my room, there is a secret compartment over in a bookshelf. I'm keeping the bones in there.
And you
Insight
really
check.
can't tell us what this is about?
You came here for the bones, correct?
Yeah.
Then I'm giving them to you. Yeah.
Well, why can't you go grab them?
Insight skill check 20. He is terrified, but what's the best way to describe this? He's terrified. He wants to comply, but he is not being. He's sort of like holding back a little bit on. He's not telling the truth, and he doesn't really want to. It seems. And
Is
it
there
might
an
be because
amalgamation in there?
it might be because of the fear that he has. There's no such abomination in my room.
You would not mind standing there while we send one of our companions to retrieve the bones.
I don't mind at all. He offers the door.
All right. Wait a minute.
I was going to send Garen because he's
All right.
very
I'll sit
stealthy.
right
but
here.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
No, I'll just keep him company.
Garen,
Go.
would you please come in here?
The hallway's a little packed.
He gestures Rag in.
Yeah, sorry.
Mr. Henrik says that the bones are located behind a secret compartment. I figured, given your rather nimble self, you'd be able to find it better than any of us could.
Why doesn't he just show us where it is?
He's terrified.
Spooked. I don't know.
He nods and says, "Fine. This way." And he will point specifically over to the wardrobe.
You can't just.
Over there's a secret compartment. It's where I keep the bones as well as a satchel of gold. Of coin.
Why are we going to ask this guy where he got all that fucking money from?
Can I do an investigation to see if this is like safe?
Yeah, please.
I don't know. The way he's acting makes me think this is like a bomb.
Yeah.
It's an ID!
He is, from your general look over, it appears to be just a regular wardrobe. You'd have to, unfortunately, open the wardrobe.
Good.
Very carefully attempt to open it.
You open it. It appears to be a regular wardrobe. Before he points over at the base of the wardrobe.
Yeah, he's gonna flip up the bottom board.
And he is correct. Inside, you will see a compartment. There are 2 sacks within the compartment. He mentions the one to the right. That's where the bones are located.
And what's in the left?
He grumbles a little bit. Money for when I inevitably left this city.
Mr. Henrik, who has been purchasing these bones? You've given 100 gold to a gravekeeper for the information.
He'll look over and he says, "The fact I do not wish to speak of their name should be enough information for you. He'll hear me."
There's a small nod.
I think we've got the good idea of what's going on here. He's
I was
gonna
about
check
to
the
say
stacks and make sure what he said is true.
Which sack do you check first, the left or the right?
Left.
The left, you will see the coin that's in there. Not much, though. It's a small little pouch. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Inside the compartments, 2 sacks. There's a large one and a small one. I apologize. The small one is to the left. The large one is to the right. Do you check the left one again?
Yeah.
Yep. Inside, you would find the 12 electrum pieces he has in his possession.
And then he'll put that back and then check the right sack.
You will find bones within that bag.
He'll take the sack out and set it on the ground. They're all right here, I think.
You've got what you've wanted. Now,
Hold on, Mr. Henrik. Rag, would you please check?
Sorry.
Rag, you would see an open satchel, open bag of bones. They appear to be old and ancient.
Can I do like a religion check on him? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh.
Queen shit.
These bones you can tell the age. It must be centuries old, and yet they have been taken delicately care of, almost ornate in nature. A high amount of respect has been given to these bones.
Oh,
This must be it.
Oh yeah, these are some holy bones, all right.
The bones of a saint.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're good then.
I thank you for your honesty, Mr. Henrik. You said you had set aside coin so that you may leave this city.
He nods. The satchel that is there.
You may take it with you.
I'm free to go.
You will, but understand that we will be telling Father Lucian, and by proxy, he will tell the Burgomaster. I don't imagine you'll be able to return to this place.
We'll let him know that you evaded our check, we'll call it.
I understand. If you would do an old man a favor and allow me a moment. He looks over to everyone to reach over for his satchel of coin, seeing if everyone will allow it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm leaving.
Take my
For our
girl.
money.
He does so. And as he grabs the coin and places it over, he looks over at his room. And he will look at everything before he turns to you all. Would you be able to give me a little time?
Not much.
An hour is all I ask. Just so that I can gather my things. Can you allow me that much?
Well, we're not
Sure.
kicking you out, man. We're not kicking you out.
You can do
Like,
whatever
you're
you
just-
want.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I mean, before you tell the Burgomaster.
Ah,
I just need time.
I'd like to insight that.
Yes.
His general demeanor of being fearful, I understand, but this want, I imagine, is he like trying to pack up his whole home type deal?
As you kind of look over, he's truthful about the time, but something else is amiss.
Yeah, I mean, something's been amiss this whole time.
Mr. Henrik, we've been incredibly lenient. I understand your worries from whom you work, but if you are holding any information from us, Now would be your time to bare your soul.
He looks down. He looks up. And there is clarity in his eyes and face. Almost as if he's sort of made peace. And he'll nod over to you. And he'll say, Strahd. Takes a deep breath. He, while shaking his hand, reaches into his pocket, pulling out an old, ornate set of keys. He hands them over to Rag. Quivering, he says, the room over to the east, on this floor. There are 6 boxes. In those boxes are unhallowed, blighted dirt from Ravenloft. The vampire's kin and spawn rest there for Strahd's arrival. I was given command and told to keep them here until the time is right. I was told to hold on to the bones until then. It is not something I wanted to do, but... And now that I have told you this, I feel that my life is over. But you have the information you'll need.
Mr. Henrik, if I might be so bold, if you simply explain yourself to Father Lucian and repent in front of Lathander, he might very well give you a place to reside, a place to work in penance.
He smiles a bit, in a natural chuckle. That church is not safe, even if you bring the bones back. This is only a temporary setback for him. He is a good man, but even he will not be able to offer lifelong protection from the Dark Lord. I thank you for your concern for my soul, but now I have told you everything. You need not give me the hour. Do what you must, what you feel is right and just. And know that I am truly sorry for what I've put you all through. And now, if you would be so kind, I would ask of you to leave me. Return the bones back to the church and fulfill your duty.
Very well. Let us give this gentleman his final piece.
All right.
Above
So
board.
we got to kill like 6 vampires in the basement.
Above
That's where you're
board.
coming.
You mentioned that, Gremmel. I think we go turn back the bones, get whatever's going to happen, and then we come back after hopefully Mr. Henrik's left, and we burn this place to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come back with any sort of holy implements they might have.
Why can't we just... Don't vampires die to sunlight? Can't we just like let them cook in the sun or something?
Well, if we burn them and then they bust out, and then they're out during the day, that's a double whammy.
Double whammy.
Yeah, I mean, it works for me.
All right. So you guys are going to leave, is that correct?
We're going to try to. I look at the DM.
Okay. you will depart from these halls. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, as you depart from the coffin maker's house, you are startled to hear the sound of a window breaking, as if something had been thrown straight through it. In your response to the left, as you look over to see what kind of object was thrown from it, there you will see the lifeless, broken body of the old coffin maker who threw himself out in a way to escape the fate of Strahd.
Gosh, that wasn't an hour at all.
All things considered, he went out on his own terms, so...
All right, I'll put him in the basement.
What?
Grandma.
I think that is where we will end today's session of Curse of Strahd Hardcore. Thank you so much for playing, everyone.
I just got back. Did he jump off the roof?
Yeah, he killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we gotta put him in the basement. We're gonna burn it anyway, so he can't bury him. We don't got enough time for that.
Jesus. Thank you guys so much for playing. Did you all have a good session today?
Thanks for running, brother.
Absolutely. We are going to be off until next year.
Holy.
You guys next year.
Holy.
We've got Christmas next Wednesday. We've got New Year's the Wednesday after that. And we will be back on January 8th.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a gruesome ending, but you in Barovia, baby, things are
Yes,
fucked.
dude.
Grandma's seen enough death.
Things are fucked. All right, before we wrap up, we're gonna hold off on fan art until we get back, because I'll have an actual, I'll be on a VPN, and I'll actually have a computer that won't be chugging along. But let's go ahead and do a little bingo, shall we?
Bingo.
Bingo time! All right, come on in.
I'm in.
Return to Vallaki. Garen takes a leak. Not this time. Not in game, at least. Yeah. Group immediately does something to get themselves caught once they enter the town. Nope. The party hosts a party. What the fuck?
God, I wish.
No. Gremel words of wisdom. I don't think we had any today. The madness mechanic is used. No. Mind tricks are played. I'd say a little bit. Party has a collective oh shit moment. I would say that as well. Rag or Glory have a girl boss moment always. Surprise visits from Strahd. Nope. DM loses.
Had to turn on VPN and stuff. So
Yeah, I'll say yeah. Crafting RP. Kinda. We talked a little bit about everything being made here. So yeah. The party gets jumped. No.
That's a check. He jumped out the window.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Fuck you. Boo this man. Someone jokes about Glory sleeping through the battle. Always. Scrungler returns. That's just copium right there.
Come on.
Garen gets to use Assassinate. Not today. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, I feel like is the general vibe of this episode. Nat 20. Yep. DM wins, always. The Burgermaster gets killed. You wish. Barovia's most feral pit bull shows up. What the fuck? I don't know what that means. Lost me hand moment. Yeah.
Always.
Infighting, always. Nat 1.
Yep. I got an at 1.
Yep, and party immediately heads out of town after silvering their weapons. Nope.
That's literally impossible.
So there is a lot of spaces, but no bingo today. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next year.
Yippee!
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.